Okay, so Half Moon Bay Old Course, number 1, par 5, but as you can see, big trees left. So just gonna, no warm up, hit a 3-iron out there and just try and hit it straight. Oh, that's what you get for 0 warm-ups, hour plus car. Let's get one more. Okay, something like 491. Let's just see if we can make contact. That's all we want. Literally all we want. All right. Oh God, that's so bad, but so much better. Okay, gonna try something a bit new with the whole narration thing. Figure might as well play around with it at a course where I'm not playing with anyone. There's no one ahead of me, no one behind me. But like I said, this is something like 491 yards, literally out of a car after an hour-and-a-half drive. It's about 58 degrees out, and I just stepped out and swung. First ball, we're gonna call it a breakfast ball, was chunked, I don't know, we'll see, 200 yards off the tee, maybe not even 200. So I'm just gonna pop and pick this one up real quick, and we'll go up to the next one, and we'll just kind of see how we get on. I'm gonna basically treat this round like a fun, put into play everything I've learned the past few days, few weeks. So that goes from Dana's swing work. Now I won't bring the full power stuff, but some of the swing thoughts. I'll do some of Caux's chipping, some of Dana's distance wedge stuff, and some of Caux's golf swing holy grail feels. So I don't expect much today, but we're gonna call that first one a breakfast ball. And now what do we have? 269 to the hole. Again, lots of trouble left and right. So I'm like, the way I'm feeling, I'm probably just gonna chop this one up there and lay up and go from there. All right, so with like 270 to the flag, I'm basically just gonna hit something really soft and just kind of like almost treat this like almost like a warm-up swing. So this is a 7-iron. I'm gonna hit it like 100 yards. So think of this as like a drill. Yeah, perfect. So that's like 100 yards up the fairway. I don't know, 150 yards up the fairway maybe. But just to kind of keep the body moving. Just happy to be out here swinging around. Should be a fun round of golf. It's supposed to be a pretty cool course. It's at a Ritz-Carlton. We're here for a wedding, so couldn't be happier. Okay, so we got 100, what do we have? We got 101 yards to the flag. We got a little 56. Again, just nice and easy. So this will be the Dana distance wedge feel. Right at it. Go in the hole. Oh no, it's spun. Man, even with a little 56, that spun back like 30 feet it looks like. Okay, so if we take the breakfast ball birdie putt, again, spun back 30, 40 feet, hit right here. Would have been a nice little shot, kind of hit into a bank. Gonna play this a little quick, or I'm gonna move quick, just kind of get myself underway here. Not gonna read it much, just let it go. Oh, it's breaking away from the opposite way I thought it would go. All right, so quasi par, we'll take it. Good warm up. 400-yard hole, number 2. Bunker on the left, 265 to carry. I'm just gonna chip a mini driver. Again, just trying to keep it in play and loosen up. I don't need to do anything special, just gotta hit it decently solid. Playing for a draw just because the body is not alive. Hands will probably be a bit quick. Oh, toe hook down the left in the trees. Oh, don't do that bounce. Oh, that took a pretty nasty bounce. But that's what yeah, you can just feel the body can't move, so things are gonna go left. Okay, so what I was just saying was, as I warm up, the body feels so tired that everything's gonna go left, especially off the tee. The thing that creates my right start line is my ability to kind of get into my lead side and open up the body and have the lead arm adduct or stay in adduction across the body. If I can't do that, the arms kind of swing down in front and I get these ugly start lines that are left, and then the draw, because the body's not moving, the hands are overtaking really quick, and it just becomes this kind of gross pull, draw, pull, hook, just like this. So it's kind of just smothered off the toe. The good thing is I expect it. I kind of understand that's my miss, so I aim down sort of like the right tree line, and hopefully I'm still in play. Okay, just gotta chop this out. Try and roll it through these trees to the right bunker. See if we can get a little hook spin on it. 123 yards. Yeah, pretty much all I had. Get in the rough and settle down. All right. Okay, so very short-sighted. Not the prettiest lie. And this is where we're gonna try some of the stuff I just learned with Scott Calx. That being, I'm gonna have a little bit weaker right-hand grip, so a little bit more on top. And I'm gonna shut the radius off. So instead of having a big wide one, I'm gonna kind of be a little narrow and give this thing a bit of a swing. Hopefully I don't hit a house in the background there. Too far. Oh, it's gonna be off the green. Okay, hit this thing way too far. Yeah, new technique, not super comfortable, but we at least have a look for par after basically just making this a complete debacle. So let's see if we can't just two putt for a bogey, walk away. Oh, I crushed it. That's so long. Yikes. Maybe I should take my time a little bit. Oh, God. All right. I deserve that. Just a terrible double bogey. Okay, so double bogey. Just bad tee shot, fine second, bad third, and then a horrible first putt. But that's all right. Second hole, we're 2 over, and we'll see if we can't turn it around a little bit, par 3 next. Oh, off the toe, that's gonna be short. Yep, short. Just like I figured. Can see my ball right between those bunkers. I just got a little chip to the flag. Figure, I'll show you that. Okay, actually pretty lucky to leave it right here. Just gonna kind of nudge a little wedge onto the front of the green and hopefully let it roll. Hopefully it comes out about chest high, head high. They are rolling a bit more than I expect them to, but what's that, 6 feet, 5 feet? For me, that's not bad. Okay, so you can also tell I'm not playing particularly slow. I'm playing fairly quick. I should probably mark this, read it. But this is what happens when you play with a camera, at least for me. I get nervous and just start playing faster. 376, 376. Looks like it goes out and hard to the right. Am I correct in that? Yeah, it's like a dead dog leg right. So I'm basically just gonna chop, or just gonna hit this right down the left side and hope that I can just make a decent swing, keep it really low, and just play. Like, don't try and hit anything crazy. Well, I fatted it up the left side, but it's gonna be just fine. Gosh, hitting the ball really bad though. Okay. So 150 yards. I'd rather be put right up in front than past. So just gonna hit a little pitching wedge, kind of into the breeze. Got away with a bad 3-iron there. A good one probably would have been way through the fairway. All right, another solid one. Come on. Stay there. God, even that wants to back up. Man. Goodness gracious. Okay. Okay, so another good wedge shot. Flag high that backed off. That's tough, you know, a little, not chip, but a pretty soft pitching wedge in from 150. I guess the greens are really soft, but that backed up a good 15, 25 feet. All right, this looks pretty flat. Little left to right. All right, there we go. You can make them every now and then. All right, back to 1 over, kinda. Take it. Okay, hole 5, 499. Don't need driver, but gonna hit just like a nice smooth one. Again, noticing my miss is left when I'm this stiff. Aim it a little right of where I would, and just kind of hit a nice smooth one. Yeah, I pulled it right down the left side, should be perfect. Right over that bunker. Okay, so, all right, that drive ended up beautiful. Just missed this divot. No, that wasn't me, and this isn't a second shot. But that drive was about 360, and I'm in like the narrowest part of the fairway. I thought, you know, hit it easy, I'd be good, but this is turned out very lucky. 159, I'm gonna chip a 9 down this hill based on how the balls have been reacting on the greens. Ball above my feet, misses left. Again, nice little distance wedge feel. Toey, into the wind. That's gonna be short probably. No? Yeah, just short of the green. That was ugly. Okay, so I've got to fly it pretty much, I don't know, half the way to the hole. You know, this ended up right where I thought it should. After I hit it, chunk toe, mostly just toe. So we'll just get this maybe 6 feet flying on the green, release it out. All right. All right, easy birdie. Well, a double, 2 birdies later. We'll take it. All right, never out of it. Par 5, you know, we went par, double, par, or no, par, double, par, birdie, birdie, right? So now we're on 6. Yep, 6, 418 yard, par 4, never out of it. This one looks to be a wild dogleg left. So, again, the way I'm playing is probably just gonna be a chip 3-iron-ish out there, maybe even a 4-iron, and then I have to take my medicine and play something like 170 in, unless I challenge the left side, which I don't plan on doing at all. I just want to keep the ball in play, see how it goes. But so far, so good, back to even par. A little decent 3-iron. If anything, the miss is right, so I'm gonna try and be aggressive with the pelvis a little bit, see if it's waking up at all. Just a stock 3-iron pretty much, nice and smooth. Yep. Not hit the best, but that should be fine. I hope. 34, cart saying 138. Okay, so what am I gonna say? Sprinkler head shows 134, 124, 128. Cart is saying 138, which I don't believe. So I think it's like a 130-yard shot. Got a 50-degree wedge. Gonna hit like the distance wedge stuff I did with Dana. Little setup adjustment, ball position adjustment, and then very limited pressure shift here. 50 degrees so I don't go long. Oh, I did the same thing I did in the last iron. Heavy off the toe, maybe front edge. Oh, that was gross. Not a good wedge shot. Not a good wedge shot at all. got out in front of it, hit it chunky off the toe. Now I got to deal with a long putt that I'm not going to read. Got a guy back in the fairway. Guess it falls away after the hole, but I just want to get this to the hole. Or go in. Oh, is it short? Wow. So that was actually really good. I thought right where it's at, I thought it started to fall off this back end of the green. Had I walked it, I probably would have known it didn't. All right, I'll take that par though after that terrible wedge, so happy.
I know you're filming, but if you want to play with us, you're more than welcome to.
Oh, it's all right. I appreciate it. I'll tell the guy behind me though, he's playing fast.
All right.
Yeah, he's crushing. Okay. Scorecard says 203. Laser said 210. Now this is into the breeze. It's cool. I'm not swinging particularly well, so I'm going to choke it down on a 5-iron, play for a par. Basically looking at the middle of the green. If the miss turns out to be that little bit of a draw pole thing, I'm fine. And hopefully this is plenty of club to get there, even on a bit of a miss hit. Oh, it was definitely a miss hit, and it was definitely a pull. Ah, f***ing bunker. Gosh darn it. Pretty straightforward bunker shot. You can see though, my pitch mark was, gosh, 1.5 yards from being probably a 20-footer for birdie. So right club, just a bad miss. So playing this fairly squared up, just trying to get this, you know, moderately close. A little heavy, a little short. Timid bunker shot, I would say. You know, it's probably the first bunker shot I've hit on the course in quite a while, and it was timid. All right, so now what are we looking at? 15 feet for par. God, it feels like it's gonna go left. That's crazy. Nah, pretty darn straight. Ocean's that away. No, I was kind of gut was right. Huh. All right, back to 1 over. I deserve it. A couple bad shots. Okay, 450-yard par 4. Looks like it goes out, down, and to the left. So again, I'm gonna take an aim point a little further right than I would like, just the way I'm swinging. So kind of right edge of those fairway bunkers out there. So on the left side of the fairway, but then the hole dips down to the left. So just playing a little bit safe for that kind of overhook, and then trying to make an aggressive move. Shoot, it's on my line and too straight. That might be a problem. Ooh, I might be through the fairway. So that one didn't hook, and it might have gone through. Try and get one back. I got lucky in terms of just ending up in the right fringy rough. I've got 129 yards downhill into the wind. My gut says hit the gap wedge, but the way balls have been spinning on these greens, I'm gonna chip a pitching wedge. And again, just hope that I've got this enough feel to do this sort of distance wedge, pitching wedge feel here. Short? I don't know. No, okay. I don't know, 20 feet, 25 feet right? 20 feet right? Not the best strike, but didn't spin back. Oh, that's painful. Gosh darn it. Had it if I hit it. Shoot. All right, so this hole's 357, dead into the wind, a little bit of trouble left and right. I'm just gonna again, I keep saying chop a 3-iron out. I'm basically just trying to roll this thing out there to about 250. If it got 250, I'd be perfect, real happy. It's the fattest part of the fairway, and I'm just trying to survive with this swing that I got right now. So we'll go face on so you can see the stiffness in terms of no thoracic extension, hard to find pressure forward. And that's where we're at. So ball back a little. That's perfect. All right, just gonna miss that. Yep, perfect. Center of the fairway. Can't ask for anything else. Okay, 111 yards. 111 yards, I got a little gap wedge because again, just don't want this thing to come peeling back. So downhill, gotta hopefully find my feel for this. That distance wedge shot, arm adducted. Driven from the center. Very little pressure. Sit. All right, got about 8 feet, 10 feet, something like that. Okay, what's this, 12, 15 feet? A little longer than I thought. It did get a little right of me, but overall, pretty good shot. Okay, nice little stroke. Let's get me back to even. Oh, you little devil. Gosh darn it. All right, 1 over. I'll take it. A little frustrating. All right, back 9. We're 1 over par. This is a par 5, I think, but we're playing it just super far up. The back tee is closed, so we've got to be playing this 50 yards up. 10th hole should be 546, it's 477, so this is going to be crazy. I probably shouldn't even hit this 3-iron. This is nutty. But this thing goes up and around to the right. Okay, this is uncomfortable for me, but I'm going to hit it right at the cart path and almost hope that it bleeds a little, which is, again, not super comfortable. So I'm going to lay the face open just a smidge and basically hit a normal punch shot with not much speed because I'm just trying to get it in play. Perfect. I don't think that's fading too much. I really have no idea, but I think that was pretty good. So let's see if I can get this. Hot dog, 5 out of 10. A little disappointing. Again, front 9, aside from that like really bad double bogey, not bad all things considered. All right, we're in the middle of the fairway. Probably hit it like 250, maybe 230. So 477 yards. It's saying it's a par 5. So let's get it back to even par. Here we go. Okay, second shot, par 5 now. I kind of just didn't hit that 3-iron all that far, but it's the center of the fairway. I got 237 uphill, up a pretty good hill. Now I got a 4-iron. Any normal day, this is plenty of club to get there. So I was almost tempted to lay up, but now I'm just curious where this goes. Almost as a sign of like what the clubs are doing. So 237, 4-iron, ball above my feet, way uphill. Just hitting it smooth. Not bad, a little left. Yeah, I'll be super interested to see what happens there. Okay, so flew right here, kind of popped back 237, so I'm like a club and a half short, somewhere around there. But since the card says it's a par 5, we're gonna say this is up and down for a birdie, even though really this is like a par 4. But I did have to hit 3-iron, 4-iron. Look at that, it's like he knows what he's doing. All right, so I don't know what to call this. It's a 4, but I don't know if it's a birdie or a par, really. In any case, let's call it a birdie just to go with the card. And we are back to even par, just like that. Par 4, 407. I almost aimed it to the wrong fairway. So lucky I found the right one, kind of tails up to the right. I'm just gonna chip a 3-iron. Same swing as always, kind of chunked off the toe, but it ain't gonna hurt me. It's just bad. Have a long shot in. Okay, 187 yards up the hill. This is one of those, usually it would be an 8-iron, debating 7 to chip, but now I'm hitting 7, debating 6. Just because, man, I'm not hitting it well, but 187 yards straight up the hill. I'm gonna try and just hit one solid, just a good golf swing. Stock shot. Not hit well. It's got a chance, but it's not struck well. Gosh darn it, maybe front edge. Gosh darn it. This is one of those shots that really, from 187 yards after a bad tee shot, this isn't that bad. This is a misstruck 7-iron, and I've got what, 25 feet up the hill, breaking left to right. You know, I've hit worse probably wedge shots today than this, so nothing to be mad at. But the whole drive up, I'm thinking if I just hit mini driver or driver, even if I hit it as bad as I hit that 3-iron, I've got a little wedge in probably. Thoughts that creep in my brain. Okay, pretty straight, leaning a little right at the end. God, hit it, Drew. God, I'm just starting to leave them all short. Golly, had the right idea, just hit it like a baby. All right, another par. 431. 431 yards, got the mini driver. I kind of lost it in the air. I think it's down the right rough line. Oh shit. Well, I think it's in the right side of the fairway. I think I almost hit the people in front of me by accident. All right, 126. Kind of downwind, pretty flat. I've got the gap wedge again. Because again, I would hit the sand wedge, but I think it's just spinning too much. So we're just gonna chip this little gap wedge in there. Same thing I've said all day. Little distance wedge mechanics. Ball back, anchoring the arms forward. Very little to minimal pressure shift. Oh, is it enough? Oh, I think it's short. Ooh, I think it's short. It wasn't bad. Maybe misjudged. Maybe it was more uphill than I think it is. I don't know. That was not bad. Okay. Came up short, just like I thought. Again, I've got a 57-degree wedge here. It's kind of sitting fine, and I'm just gonna pop it right on the front. Trajectory about knee to waist high. Landed about 6 to 7 feet on the green. And, oh, close. Good par. Par 3, 13th. It says 192 on the card. We're up about 3 and the pin's in front playing downhill. I'm in a spot again where this would be like a soft 7-iron 9 times out of 10. But with my current comfort level, this is gonna be like a stock 7-iron swing. I'm gonna do everything I can to flight it nicely, control it, and if anything, hit it sort of too hard, I guess. Oh, that's good. Oh, I thought it was gonna draw. It's tailing right. Is that deep? Nah, in the right bunker. Golly. All right, so I ended up in the bunker. Interesting bunker shot. If you play a lot of golf, this is probably one you're looking to hole. This bunker is a little firm, but I'm basically gonna try and hit this one just right of the hole and a little short and have a kind of be a little bit of a chunk and run. Or nip the crap out of it. Well, that's not what I want. That was pretty bad. Well, after that terrible bunker shot, now we've got, what, 20 feet, 15, 20 feet for par to remain at level. Gosh, that's frustrating. From looking at that thing, thinking it was makeable to doing that. a bit of a shock. Oh, what a freaking par. That feels good to stay at level after a terrible shot. Putter, save the day. Okay. Now this is a wild looking hole. So this is really tough to understand. It is going basically out and 90 degrees right. There's a bunker somewhere on the right-hand side that's 252 or 293 to carry, 2 bunkers. 285 to that left one that we can see. So hopefully the guys are out of the way. I'm looking at this like I need to hit it sort of down the tree line. So again, hope they're out of the way. Cut. Oh, keep. Well, I think that should be perfect. It was about, if you can look down the fairway, it was about 20 yards right of the right side of that left bunker with maybe a baby fade. Okay, so the mini driver was perfect. About a 300-yard carry, about 120 yards to the pin, just out of the left rough. I probably could have taken this 40 yards to the right and I would have been fine. I just didn't know. So 121, got the little gap wedge. I'm expecting a little less spin out of this lie, so I'm not as worried about chipping a pitching wedge. I think I can just hit this into the wind. Oh, I stuck it in the ground. Get lucky. Get lucky. Get lucky. Get lucky. That was ugly. That was not good. A little stiff. That was bad. Might be on the green. Okay, definitely deserved to come up short there. That was a really bad wedge shot. Now this is typically like the style of pitch that I hate, but using this idea again that Caux taught was a little less swing away, like less long drive essentially. So the 2 things I'm gonna focus on, since it's such a little shot out of some kind of salad-y type lie, I'm going to, if you can see me in the camera, touch my left knee, even out the shoulders, keep the radius kind of short. Little hingy, little kind of choppy, I guess, a little bit. Try and pop it on kind of low and just let it do its thing. Oh, I actually thought that was really good. That's all right. There we go. All right, not bad. So a little cart side check-in. We are on hole, 15? About to be a par 5. I've only had 1 driver all day, which is pretty unique for me. I don't know. I am scrapping it around better than usual. You know, I'm not hitting anything crazy. Just sort of bunting it down fairways or keeping it in play and then doing what I can to make a score so far. I'm even par. Hoping I can make a birdie on this par 5. That'd be great. Maybe I will hit driver. We'll see. There's water all down the left and it looks like some junk on the right. So maybe a driver, maybe. It'd probably get me a pretty good shot at getting there in 2. Then cruise on in, then off to dinner. So we'll see. Pretty happy considering, you know, you saw the first swing. I'll put that in that breakfast ball. So don't count that, or if you do count that, I don't know what it would be. It was still in the fairway. I probably would have made par regardless. But I did take that breakfast ball. So all in all, very happy. Some good putts, missed a couple putts, up and down a few times. Overall, very good. Overall, yeah. Okay, 571-yard par 5. Water left, junk right. Probably not smart to hit a driver. I've been doing good, not hitting drivers, but we're gonna let one go here. Gonna look up the left and just let it fly. All right, I think that's good. Okay, well, I just smashed this into this tree above me. So got about, what, I don't know, 280 with water all left, junk right. I'm in a divot, so I'm just gonna chop a 7-iron. Really just try and hit this thing 150-ish. If it rolls out, sweet, but really just chopping it down out of this divot. Oh, really good. Draw a little. Keep drawing. Yeah, really, really happy with that. Really happy. That was an ugly lie. Good break though, that hit the tree and dropped. Okay, so I've got this 100-yard shot. I've been hitting sand wedges from 100 yards, worried about the green spinning, but now the pin is front. And I think I can just go ahead and hit this thing pretty normal. Oh, Drew. Short right, that's gotta be short right. Gosh darn it. That's garbage. Well, this is one of those shots that I just got away with massively. It was a really bad contact. I'm talking like a very glancing blow, high ball flight. And I've got, what, 20 feet for birdie, even though it's off the green. God, so maybe rolls in. I'm not gonna take much time. Oh, God. Couple putts, man, right on the front edge. I mean, that would have been an obscene birdie. All right, hole 16, 412 down the hill. It's another one of these holes, kind of like lots of holes. I wish I had like a 1-iron. This is like too much club, and the 3-iron is just not enough today. Most days would probably be fine, hitting at like 265, 70, 280 if it rolls. But this thing's gonna fly in that 300-yard range. And it gets me really close to like where that cart is, where everything pinches in and starts to go towards the hazard. So now I'm thinking I'm gonna have to hit this a little bit soft. Oh, it didn't move. It's just right down that tree line, like right where I aimed it. Well, hopefully it's lucky. Okay, this is quite a shot for me at 140 yards, downhill lie, over the tree, over a sort of like a hazard, off some like, I don't know, dirt, pine straw-y dirt stuff, pine needles, I don't know what you want to call this. But essentially you just have to hit a, kind of like a high draw if I'm gonna get this anywhere near close. Oh, be the number. Oh gosh. Oh, that's a bummer. It nicked just enough of the tree to be short. This is gonna pop up straight in the air. This is not the ideal club. Gonna try low runner, but it's gonna pop. Oh, sit. Oh, it's gonna hit my putter. Let's just knock it in. Nope. Not even close. All right, one over, running out of time. All right, fog's rolling in. It's getting late, number 17, 154. Should be a pitching wedge. I'm gonna chip a little 9. Air's getting heavy, air's getting cooler, and I have no effort in me to hit a hard wedge. All right, real chippy little 9. Holy mother, I hit that way too easy. Way too easy. My goodness, that wasn't even close. Okay, so that's something I struggle with though, and maybe you can relate, that I don't play enough to judge those shots. Like I should have just hit a full pitching wedge and just hit it, because it probably would have turned out better, but I just chipped a 9 and then chipped it way too soft, so now I'm what? Looks like I'm a full club short, but I just hit it too soft. It wasn't even close. So after a terrible good shot, right? It was just one of the worst judge shots I've hit all day. Should be good. So now, admittedly, that came off higher than I anticipated. I thought that'd be a little bit more mid-flight, a little more spin, and that was kind of like a glancing higher flighted. But it's a par nonetheless. 405 downhill. Fairway ends at about 300 yards into some rough or into hazard. So we're just gonna hit a low one with a 3-iron up the left side because it's car path only and I don't want to walk across the fairway. That's what happens when you sit for 8 hours. After a horrific tee shot, chunk hook, we've got 187 yards in. So what does that mean? I hit that 230 down the hill. So the good news is it's a little 7-iron in if these guys leave, maybe. And the second bit of good news is I'm right next to the cart path, so that plan played out nicely. And if these guys move, maybe. Looks like there's a big old event going on up there at the hotel. Gentle, maybe a little flyer out of the rough. Oh, be the number, please. Be enough? I can't tell. That should be good. Man, I'm shocked if this is this short. Oh, wow. It's in the bunker. That's crazy. Never would have guessed that. Just trying to pop this thing out. I think so. 1 over even. I can't remember. Probably better off than I should be. So let's see if we can make one. Too hard. Let's get out of here. Beautiful finishing hole. And peace. Beautiful hotel. It's quite a setting. I can only imagine this on a sunny day. Well, that's the importance of keeping it in play and just hitting your next shot. You can get away with a better score.